Germany, hello South Africa, and welcome to Expressions. I'm sure you know this by now. This is definitely the place where you get to air your views. Jacqueline Mapala. I'm sure you are wondering, where in the world is Expressions? Well, wonder no further, because we are broadcasting from the June 16 Memorial Acre all the way in Soweto, Jabavu.
Njobo Jekiseshilo Geganjalo nje, we are just opposite the Morris Isaacson High School. Now Njoba says ukuthi sona isikolo sadlala indima enkulu in the 1976 youth uprising. Kodwa ke namhlanje umbuzo omkhulu khona la ku Expressions ukuthi, are the youth of 2017 aware of the struggles of the youth of 1976? Futhi ke siyabuza weJackie ukuthi, are the challenges of the youth of today different to that of the youth of yesteryear? Welcome to our June 16 special. You're watching Expressions.
What is the June 16 holiday about?
Okay, for me, the June 16 holiday, it's all about the history, like youth, the way you're partying corner, like previously, 1976.
A lot of young people don't know why we actually celebrate June 16, and for the fact that they fought for my freedom is just amazing. That's why I just feel like it should be celebrated.
How different are the struggles from the year 1976 to the struggles of the youth now?
Loko hi langutisile ka struggle xa 1976 na struggle xa sweswi, loko hi languta ka tlhelo ra tidyondzo, education, vanhu vo tala a va dyondza ti-subject hinkwato in Afrikaans. So sweswi hi dyondza in English, but at the end of the day tlhaiva hi restrictiwile ka swin'wanyana, a hi vi na access ka education leya a ku lweriwa yoho hi 1976.
We're not living according to what they fought for, you know. Now we don't appreciate, now we don't care about anything. So now we're just doing things because we want to do them. We don't get where it all started. We don't get anything about our history, especially us as South Africans, especially the youth. Youth Day lately, it's partying, drinking, and having fun. It's so long about who died, who fought. It's all about us now, which is now diluted, and hopefully one day we will change and really remember what went down in June 16 and carry on with the baton that they left for us, because we are here today because of them. We have the freedom. We're studying whatever we want to study because of what they fought for.
June 16 again to engwe le gore ile ya etsa kapa ya bontsha batjha gore ba khona go lwela ditokelo tsa bona, mo ile gore bana pateletswa go rutwa ka Afrikaans and bana sa batla go rutwa ka Afrikaans. So matsatsi a re phelang ho ona ga khona go ikgethela ntho tse re di batlang go bane ka ntho e ba etsitseng khale o le ka 1976.
There had been simmering tensions in schools around townships before June 1976. In 1974, the apartheid government had issued a decree that Afrikaans would be the language of instruction in all schools. The decree forced teachers to teach all subjects in Afrikaans. The government's proposed plan was to compel students to take half of their content subjects, like biology and mathematics, in Afrikaans, and the other half in English. Students vehemently refused to be taught in Afrikaans.
As kids then, you know, we said, you know, this is an interest of white people oppressing black Africans. And we are on our own. Our parents, you know, seems to be powerless. We were sinking deeper and deeper in a quagmire of hardship. So we acted.
The first act was to call a students' meeting on the 13th of June 1976 in Orlando.
June 16 was fully planned, and we're in the streets on the 16th. We knew that if we let it stay longer, you know, the police will know and grab most of us and arrest us. So we needed something that was going to happen quickly.
The plan for a march was also being hatched in other schools as far as Cape Town.
When the concern was raised, whether it started being raised in Soweto, but the concern circulated all around the country, you know. Before 1976, you know, Cape Town students were already expressing concerns. There were discussions in Cape Town about, you know, the fact that students were gonna be forced to learn in Afrikaans, you know.
We were made to pick up, sometimes they would take bricks, you know, 3 bricks, put a twine, and after putting a twine, put a hook of put a twine around the bricks, and put a wire and another twine, and tighten your balls, and let you squat, and let you pick those bricks, you know, with your balls. Sorry, don't mind my language. Women use sometimes even in kenaptang, you know, in their nipples, pull their nipples so that you must tell what they want you to say. The least that they could have done, yes, it was to give us a whip, not shoot bullets and kill us. Our reaction again the worst was to really take us to jail. Not to kill us, not to kill Hector Peterson. Oh please, not to kill those kids. Those fathers who were shooting were really killing, and were really out to kill and kill children. Now, you can imagine
if you have just joined us, you are watching Expressions. If you're wondering where in the world are we are currently right now at the Morris Isaacson High School, situated in Soweto. We're going to inside and have a discussion with some of the students who attend the school. We're going to ask them a very simple question. What does Youth Day mean to them? A very simple question. Do they understand the significance of Youth Day? But most importantly, going to this historical school, do they understand what it means to them? We're going to go inside and have a chat with them, so let's go. Welcome to Expressions, guys. I was a little bit worried there that, you know, the feeling would be a little bit like, wow, because I know you guys are high school students and you need to take yourself seriously. But thank you so much for having us here. And as you know, we are commemorating June 16. And your school is not only a historical site, but I mean, this is where it all started. I want to find out from you guys, what does June 16 mean to you?
I want to say June 16 means the day of people recognizing their abilities to make a difference when others were not able to do so.
Obviously, Tsetse Mashine came from the school, and he was one of the leaders that initiated the youth march. Lena, as students who come from this school, do you feel that the lessons that he's left behind, the lessons of courage, the lessons of boldness, have allowed you to exercise boldness and courage in other areas of your lives?
Yeah, I think so, because like the education now that we get, it's, I could say, like, it's equal, and we like it, we enjoy it, and I'll just like us to use it.
We all come from different and I guess diverse backgrounds, right? But I think I want to understand the challenges to young people in South Africa. What are we talking about? I mean, it's one thing to say, yes, education is equal, yes, Afrikaans, but I know that young people are facing a lot of challenges, from poverty to unemployment to violence. Girls right now are not safe, right? So again, we go back to this question of saying, it's nice to celebrate Youth Day. It's nice to say, you know what, we're commemorating this important day, but if you guys are still experiencing challenges, it's a completely different story altogether. So I want to understand from you guys, how do you make sense of those challenges? What are those challenges?
The challenges that we face like bacha. Nkare ke batho ba apartheid, yes, ba di lwanetse. Bothata ke hore rona re di lwanela jwang ntho tse ha re di sebedise hantle, ba bang ba tsuba. Asinto tse bo abutitse tse machine tse madema di lwanela tseo. Yeah, ke tsona di challenges le hore transportation hona le ba utswang ntho tseo.
So start from background at home. Support, we don't get enough support from our parents.
Nje bese shilo mfowethu ukuthi thina sabafundi isikhathi esiningi sizele esikoleni, abanye bethu beze esikoleni nje bebalekela ukuthi emakubo bayahlupha. Maybe umunye mhlawumbe ugangile ufuna amaphoyisa ebalela ukuthi ezela esikoleni kuze ngamaphoyisa khona ukuthi emthole. Abanye bathatha idakamizwa benzela ukuthi umuntu engezange uzofunda kodwa ezela ukuzothengisa idakamizwa kwezinye ingane. Lokho ngekho right, ngoba mawuthi uyabheka intsha yakudala njengabo tsithi mashinini bona bebengazelanga lokho bezela ukuzofunda belela futhi nemfundo ukuthi ihambe ngendlela eright.
We know that a lot of blood was shed here. We know that the youth of 1976 had something they felt that they could fight for. I want to find out from you, is there anything you feel you can fight for? Is there anything that you are even willing to die for, that you feel is so important that maybe 10 years, 20 years down the line, the young people will look at you guys and say, you know what, the youth of 2017 fought for this and today we remember them?
When at youth of 2017, we decided we're going to march for this thing, yeah, women and child abuse, which is going to take place tomorrow. Yeah. And we think and hope it will choose how because we are even afraid of coming to school and attending.
I'm actually thinking about initiating a program whereby we protect our females, girls, schoolgirls, and women from the outside, like the community itself, so that they could live a better life. Never let them live in fear of being harassed, abused, or cause any form of violence towards them.
We know the youth of 1976 had aspirations, and their aspirations was freedom. Aspirations were around liberating the education in South Africa. I think the question I want to ask you guys, the youth of 2017 coming from Morris Isaacson High School, what are your aspirations? What are your vision for the future?
In terms of education, we no longer come to school because I want to learn. No. You come to school because you want to disrespect a teacher and you want to be seen and be cool, which is something that is wrong.
We know it's a free education, Mara. We have a right to learn. Like, it doesn't mean if it's free education, the teacher has the teacher and then we should have our own time to study at home, to revise what the teacher said. If the teacher just gives you notes and sit down, when you revise, you won't remember anything that the teacher said in class.
We as learners, our matriculants, we must bring change. We can see what the teachers are doing. We also need to change that. If the teachers are not doing their work, then we can do our work. We can go to the libraries and study for ourselves, then come to the teachers and tell them where we need help.
Welcome back. Kusahlezi nathi la Expressions on SABC 1, Mzansi for sure. Now, sesla a Hector Peterson Memorial. Now, there's that one iconic image that was taken amidst the chaos of flying bullets and crying school children. Now, this image became the ultimate face of the 1976 uprising, taken, of course, in Soweto. Kodwa umbuzo mkhulu is, who is the man behind this image?
Nzima is the photographer that took the iconic picture for June 16, the Hector Peterson, Mbuyiseni, and Hector Peterson's sister. So yeah, Nzima is that guy whose picture is well known today.
Isn't it that guy who took the picture? You know that picture with the guy who's carrying Hector Peterson? Yeah, I think it's the photographer.
A witness of what is dated as the biggest march ever, Nzima walked the Expressions team through his unforgettable experience of June 16, 1976.
I saw a little boy falling down on the ground. I dashed for the picture to go and get the picture there. It was under the shower of bullets. Police were shooting, just shooting to kill, not with rubber bullets. So Hector Peterson was down. I did not know whose name, but I went for him, and I saw another student, Mbuiso Makubo. He picked Hector Peterson up his arms, and he was trying to get the nearest car to take him to the clinic. The only nearest car was our press car. So I was fortunate because when he picked Hector Peterson, the car was behind me, far behind me. He came with Hector Peterson. I kept on shooting the pictures, 6 shots. Then he got into the car. The car took him to the Pevent Clinic, where the doctor certified him dead. When they came back to report that Hector Peterson is dead, the student retaliated. They picked up the stone and hit back to the police. So hell was loose. Everything was on hell, man. And I was there taking the pictures all the time. But immediately after I've taken that one of Hector Peterson picture, when they came back from the clinic that Hector Peterson is dead, I removed that film, I stuck it in my sock. No, I knew that the police would come and take my camera because we're not allowed to take pictures of the police action. I just felt the police holding me from the back. Then he said, "How come your name Siso?" Which means that, why you take pictures here? And they gave me a clap. He took all my cameras, opened the cameras, exposed all the films, and they ransacked my pocket to see if I'm still having some other films. I want to find that I don't have, only those in the camera. And they quickly, I pulled out that film, I gave to the driver to run to the World Office with it.
Sam was the only photographer present from the inception of that march.
When the other photographers came, it was late already. Hector Peterson was at the clinic.
Still recalling so vividly all the dead bodies, Sam reiterates how he was affected.
I was really traumatized. And in so much that the June 16, 1976 changed my life. Really, I couldn't have a night's sleep. Every night when I thought of these things, I was sleepless. And in so much that, you know, this Hector Peterson picture is a picture that destroyed my future in journalism. I left journalism because of this picture. Because after I've taken this picture, one day, the following day, on the 16th of June, by 3 o'clock, there was an extra late newspaper for the world because they wanted to use these pictures of Hector Peterson. And they used that picture, about 3 o'clock was extra late. Then the following day, this picture of Hector Peterson was used by all the London newspapers. On the 18, the USA also were using these pictures.
When Sam's picture began circulating worldwide, it irked the apartheid police.
I received a call from the John Foster Square, the station commando phoned me. Say, man, Nzima, can it be commission on coffee drink? I said, believe man. Then I told Pacey that, Pacey, I received an invitation from the John Foster Square. The station commander would like to share a cup of coffee with me there. Percy say, what? Don't go there. If you go there, you are going to come back being a corpse. They are going to kill you there. Then the same afternoon, I received a call from John Fossa, from one policeman. And he was a good friend of mine. He said, look, Sam, don't sleep at home. We are being told that we must come and arrest you at 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. And indeed, I did not sleep at home. I slept at the road report. They came to my place. They searched for me. They couldn't get me. And they went back to tell the station commander that we couldn't get Sam at home. And they gave them a final assignment that, look, now don't arrest Sam. Wherever I found him taking pictures, just shoot at him.
Journalism had a lot of confining rules for blacks back in the apartheid era.
Number one, you were not allowed to take pictures you must take a picture 100 meters away from a police station or 100 meters away from a magistrate office. And then you must not even show the background of the magistrate court in that picture. You must not show the police station as a background in that picture. We were not allowed to take pictures of a police in action. When the police doing their job, a black photographer was not allowed to do that. You are not allowed to interview a white person being a black journalist or a black photographer. So all those restrictions were really hindering our process in journalism.
Hindered and fearing for his life, Sam fled from Johannesburg.
That was the thing that made me to leave, because he asked me, you better choose between your job and your life. I chose my life. I left the journalism. I came here at Bushbuckridge now, where I am.
Those who have been forced out of their homes in the middle of the night, and those who remain sleeping, warm and comfortable beds. Those who walk barefoot towards uncertain futures, and those who have been swept under exile's rug. I want to speak to the youth of 76, the children of Sierra Leone, the lost boys of Sudan. I want to hold each one of them in my arms and whisper courage into their ears. Tell them that they will spark revolutions.
What a really informative show we've had today, Mko. You know, it's 2017, we are commemorating 41 years since the seismic events that took place here in Soweto. And I really hope, Mwehedu Kochai, that we gave you an opportunity to have a gaze into the past and to actually appreciate it from the present moment that you're standing in. And I really hope that we take measure of ourselves as who we are as a society, but most importantly, the progress that we've made to help young people overcome some of the challenges that they face.
Absolutely, Jackie. And kumbula again now, the freedom we enjoyed today was hard fought for, and it was definitely, of course, hard earned through blood, sweat, and tears, literally, with Jackie. And let's preserve this very important and rich history by keeping ourselves informed. Until next week, from all of us here at Expressions, we wish you a spectacular evening going forward. Good night.
Good night.